Ideas. Actually, we have an idea box because we can't deal with all of our ideas, so we put them in a box. But what we're really excited about this space is it's really designed to be a community home. So we're launching a program. I guess I'm letting the cat out of the bag tonight, but we're launching a program called PlaySpace, and PlaySpace will be space grants for artists. So you'll apply and you can get a space grant of 10 hours or 20 hours or 50 hours. And in New York, space is one of the most premium commodities for writers. So we're going to be able to provide that space to people. So that's one thing. And the other thing is we're launching a portfolio of 4 fellowships, life-sustaining fellowships that are going to provide huge financial stipends. Some provide housing, some provide production incentive funds. So fellowships is another big thing that's going to be happening.
Great, and because we are today celebrating the opening of this wonderful new space, the Lark's new, in a way, home, what did you excite you about this new space? Because I think you are the one who found it, or somehow, in a way, got to get the Lark in this new space, you know?
Lark had been looking for a space for about 6 years before I got here, and then we spent about 3 years looking for a space. And we happened upon this space. We saw it 4 years ago, and it was double the price. And then, luckily, because of the economy, we were able to afford it at the time that we moved in. But what we really loved about it is it's in a building with a bunch of theater companies. It's close to transportation. It has natural light in every room. And artists in New York work in really dark spaces all the time. And the idea that we can provide nature, or at least natural light, in the rehearsal rooms was really key to us. So we saw it, we fell in love with it, and we quickly, made a deal and made it happen. So.
Tell us, who are the guests tonight? I see many Lark artists, supporters, donors. Do you want to give any shout out to anybody? Who are these wonderful people? Of course, I know half of them, but maybe you can say a few things about our guests today to the online viewers globally, people watching us from all over the world, hopefully.
Well, there are all kinds of people. It takes a village, right, as they say. And so in the room tonight, we have core artists, fellows, directors, actors. We have board members. Some of them are really well-known playwrights like David Henry Wong and Arthur Kopit and Teresa Reback. We have amazing funders. We have people from the New York Community Trust, from the Greenwall Foundation, from the Schubert Foundation, the Mellon Foundation. So it really is a celebration of all the components of the community of Lark. So from funders to board members to staff to volunteers to interns. So it's a really nice cross section of the entire community. So
this is great, and I'm gonna let you go soon to be with all our guests. I know that you are really busy today, as all the other Lark staff, and I'm really happy that we got to talk with you. And in a way, it's so good to have you here. So stay with us a little more, 1 minute, because I feel that our online viewers need to know you a little better. I feel that you as a managing director have done so much for the Lark and have participated to this new growth of the Lark. I mean, we all know that the Lark has grown immensely in the last year since you are the managing director. Can you tell us your secret? What have you done to the Lark to grow so much?
I don't know if I have a secret. That's a really good. The question is more interesting, I think, than the answer. I guess for me, I'm on the management side, not the artistic side, because I believe in really good art and visionary artists, and I love building community. So I think the secret is maximizing the strengths of the organization. So John Eisner is one of the most visionary human beings I have ever met in my entire life, and I think everyone who's involved in the Lark wouldn't be involved if it wasn't for his vision. So I think building on John's vision and then the quality of artists involved with the Lark, it's amazing. It's really stunning. Everything we do is in process, which means it's not finished, but everything we do is really high quality, and so I'm very proud to support that. So I think for me, it's finding a way to make the process of theater, because we're not a producing organization, really sexy. And it's hard because process isn't necessarily sexy, right? So you wanna see the finished product with all the bells and whistles and the sets and costumes, but we don't do that. What we're really doing is investing in someone's vision at an early stage. And I think that's great. I mean, I think artists are really visionary. And so I guess my secret is I look to what the strength of the art is, and I try to position the organization around those strengths.
Okay, you guys, you just heard Michael Robertson's secret for growth of the playwriting organization, Lark Play Development Center. I remind you again to follow us on Twitter and check on us on Facebook and on the Lark's website. And thank you, Michael. Thank you so much. We're going to go to our next Lark staff member, actually the director of on-site projects and programs, Lloyd Sue, a wonderful playwright. I have seen a few of his plays and he is amazing. I'm sure some of you already know Lloyd's work. But today we have him here wearing the hat of Lark's director of on-site projects. So I'm going to ask him the usual Lark questions. Our online viewers learn more about the Lark and about the people working for the Lark. Lloyd, so how did you get involved with the Lark? How did you come to work for the Lark?
Well, I first got involved with the Lark 2005. I was invited to join the Playwrights Workshop as a writer, and that was just kind of an amazing experience and really life-changing experience to be able to engage with that community of writers. I get to meet like incredible people, incredible writers like you, and was able to work with the Lark in a variety of different programs between then and the very beginning of 2011. I joined the staff and have been the director of on-site programs here since January 2011.
Yes, as you can see, we playwrights who have developed plays with the Lark are all wearing different hats. John Eisner asked me to host the live streaming today, and I'm happy to do that. I dug out my old TV host hat in order to do this. But this is really exciting to be able to communicate with so many people out there who knows where you are all around America, in Africa, in Asia. So please stay with us because I will be asking Lloyd Sue now about his work. I think that you developed your play American Huang up here, and it was a bare bones section. Tell us a little about these programs at the Lark, the Roundtable, the Studio Retreats, the bare bones. What are the differences between these programs, and how do they help the playwrights and the artists?
Sure. There's a lot of different programs, and all the programs are really designed to be able to support any, like a writer at any stage in their career, from very established people with awards you've heard of, to people who are sometimes writing their very first play, and also designed to support writers at any stage in their process. So sometimes programs are designed to support the generation of material, even just when nothing is written, programs that are designed to support work that might be a little further along in the process, might be even production ready, and the Bare Bones program is one of those programs that's really designed to replicate the kind of environment of a production rehearsal atmosphere. So it's like minimal sets, minimal costumes. Sometimes actors come out with book in hand. But then some scenes they'll have it memorized, and they'll be very elaborate staging, if not elaborate design. And then from there to the generative programs, where it's starting from nothing and beginning it. In between, there's a lot of different things that are designed to hear and rehear a play in a process where the writer is really at the center of how those tools are useful and what's most useful at any given moment.
And the last question for Lloyd, what does excite you about this new space, this amazing space where we feel that Lark now has really found its home?
Well, the thing, as a staff member that I'm most excited about is just the fact that by having more resources as an organization that's devoted to providing resources to writers and to artists, it just means we have that many more resources to give, and that as a staff we have the ability to we just have more space, we have more opportunity to help writers do what they do best.
Thank you so much, Lloyd. I'm really happy that we got a little chance to chat with you, and I'm going to let you go to hang out with our guests. Thank you so much. Any last comments, questions, answers for our viewers?
Just thank you, and you're really good at this. It's very impressive.
Let's talk after an hour or so.
Thanks. Awesome talking to you. So.
Thank you. So let's see who else we have here. As I told you, we'll be having these live chats with some of the amazing Lark playwrights and supporters and board members. And here we have the wonderful Chisa Hutchinson. I'm telling you guys, she's an amazing playwright. I cannot tell you how much I like her work. Chisa, I'm a big fan of yours. And you also have one of the 3 minutes plays here today. So first of all, can you tell us a little about, the moment that your relationship with the Lark started? How did you get involved with the Lark?
That's actually a funny story. I was in California at the time, and I was teaching high school English, and I had sent a play into Playwrights Week and totally forgotten about it, and got a phone call from Andrea, and totally misunderstood because I didn't know what the Lark was all about. I didn't know about the mission. I didn't know that it was this like crazy vortex of creativity where people get sucked in, So she calls and she's like, "Hey, we really like your play. We would like to do a reading of it out here." And I was like, "All right, great. Good luck with that. Have fun, And she's like, "Oh, I don't think you understand. We want to fly you out here. We want you here for the whole week. You have to be here for rehearsals. You need to meet with the actors. You need to see the other plays. You need to," and I was like, "Oh, okay, that sounds really involved, but all right, I'll do that." So I came out, and it was like a whirlwind of activity and intelligence and creative stuff, and it was a lot of fun. And I would literally find myself bouncing on the way from like the Y where I was staying to the Lark, because I was just so happy and so stimulated, and then I decided I needed to come back out east because of my experience here. So
we are both graduates actually of the New York University's graduate program in dramatic writing, and I know that was a great home for us to develop some work. So is Lark your new home for developing plays now?
Lark is my first home for developing plays. I didn't even make the decision to apply to graduate school until after my experience with the Lark. They hooked me up with Tina Howe, and she was my mentor, and I wound up actually spending the night at her house after kind of a wild night we had. And over breakfast, she and Norm were making me breakfast the next day, and they said, "Oh, well, you have to move back out east. You just have to move back out east, and you should go to graduate school. Oh, you should go to Columbia. No, you should go to NYU." So she was the one who really kind of got the ball rolling, and she's like, "I'll write you a recommendation and everything," and she sure did. She really did. She was as good as her word. Wrote me a recommendation. I put the application together in a day. So yeah, really, the Lark was the start for everything.
Oh my God, I didn't know that about you, that Lark was first and NYU after that. For me, it was the other way around. They found me at NYU, and John Eisner saw a play of mine, Waxing West, that was being read at NYU in the Goldberg Theater. So I'm really excited that you are here today. Tell us maybe a little about the play that you will be presenting today. I got to see a little, and I was very, very excited.
It's a weird little piece. I try to take full advantage of the medium of theater in the 3 minutes that we have. And it's, I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe. You kind of have to be there. You should watch it.
Yes, that's going to be a great thing to watch Chisa's plays. It's a great surprise, has many interesting visual elements and the concept at the core of it. So you can see that here at the Lark you can develop any kind of plays, Any sort of plays are allowed and are encouraged to be developed as long as the playwright wants to try something and to take risks. And maybe last question, Chisa, and then I'll let you go to work with your actors, is what does excite you about this new space? Why is it better?
Oh my gosh! It's so great that the Lark finally has a space that aligns with its vision, which is not, this is not a production palace. It's not. It really is kind of an incubator, and it's now I feel the space is as welcoming and as nurturing and flexible and accommodating as the people, as the Larkies are. So that's probably the most exciting thing, and I'm really, really, really happy to be here.
Thank you so much, Chisa, and I'll let you go to work with your actors, and I'll see you later to drink something together at the party. So let's see who we have here now. People are drinking, are having fun, other people are preparing their plays, and here we have Penny Jackson. She's a playwright and a Lark supporter. She's one of the Lark donors as well, not just a playwright. So she's wearing many hats, as I told you, most of us too. So it's great to have you here, looking so beautiful. Look at this lady.
thrilled to be here. I am thrilled to support the Lark. It is a fantastic organization. The playwrights that they help develop are remarkable, including Saviana here, who is one of absolutely my favorite female playwrights, as well as, Rajiv, Katori. I can go on and on.
Can you tell us how did you get involved with the Lark? Because I know you have a special story. You've known John Eisner for a long time.
Yes, I met John Eisner in 1982. His wife's sister was my husband's roommate, if you can follow that. And the first time I met John, he was bartender. He was a bartender, and it's remarkable to think that here we are in 2012, and he is the head of this remarkable organization in this beautiful space, hosting fantastic programs, international as well as national. What I love about the Lark.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start taking you to your first group of performances, so please find your team captain now. Blue is in the middle, yellow is over here, and green is right at the door. And please follow your team captains to the first performances.
It's airy, it is beautiful, there is light. And I am in Saviana's playwriting class at Primary Stages, and the Lark was kind enough to allow us to use one of their offices, and I felt the inspiration seeping through the walls. All the artists here, and I felt so inspired.
Yes, and I just attended your reading yesterday of the play that you are developing. So again, many hats for Penny. Any last thing that you want to tell to the viewers online and globally about you and about the Lark?
Sure, I think, people go to a Broadway play and they forget that there's a lot of groundwork behind that play. It can take a playwright years and years to develop it. And I think people need to realize that a lot of playwrights are very lonely, they're poor, they're frustrated, and the Lark helps them believe in their mission and their goal.
Thank you so much, Penny. I'll let you go and have fun now. Go to the party. Yes, have a drink for me. So thank you, guys. And now we have a really special guest here. Yes, Colin Greer. Mwah. Thank you so much for joining us. Colin is actually the head of the board of the Lark, a main, of course, supporter, and an amazing playwright, thinker, and the head of an organization that supports actually artists worldwide. And it's amazing to have you here. Tell us a little about how did you get involved with the Lark? Tell us the secret.
John. I met John 15 years ago, and I have to say I fell in love. He had a vision and a commitment to making it happen that was built on artists being the most important people in the action. And I was used to organizations where the people who do the work don't get the respect. And this began with artists getting the greatest respect.
And you have been involved with the Lark in, so many other capacities, wearing many hats as a playwright as well. Can you tell us a little about a few programs that excite you here at the Lark?
Yeah, for me, the thing that's been most inspiring is the diaspora work globally and here with communities of people that are from other countries. The Lark has been breakthrough around that. Working in Mexico, working in translation, working in Romania, working in Russia, working in China. There was even a period where there was some work in New Zealand, in Africa. It's, I think, the only company that really has an authentic outreach to the world built on artists speaking out with voices that aren't heard in any other way.
And what do you think is great about this new space? We are all excited about this new space.
Well, I think the physicality of the reality is always powerful. The people can see what you mean when it's embodied. I mean, an idea without embodiment is abstraction. And so the Lark is a hard thing to convey. There aren't productions. There are no great stars associated with it. So having a physical space that has dignity and power is enormously valuable.
What do you envision for the Lark for the next 5 years? Is this growth going to continue? And where is the Lark going to be in 5 years? What do you think?
I think the Lark is going to be the parent of plays all over the world that will make plays in community as important as plays on Broadway.
This is amazing. And maybe now, can you tell us a little secret about your own work and what are you about to do for the next month or so? What are your plans, your projects?
My own personal projects?
Whatever you want to tell us and the online viewers.
Too quick, I have a play about Sarah Palin that is kind of fun, and we're hoping to move that along. And I've been asked to write a play about the atomic bomb, and it's going to be about Bertrand Russell's relationship with the pilot that dropped the bomb on Hiroshima.
Oh my God, Colin is so amazing, and his topics are always so thought-provoking. And I'm really excited to see what you come up with in terms of the new plays and the work with the Lark. Thank you so much, Colin.
Yeah, thank you.
So we let Colin go now because other events are happening and people are going now, are going to see the plays, are going to the other speeches. We can see how in these different rooms where the Lark grand opening event is happening, people are starting to follow the guides. There are different guides, the green one, the yellow one, and they take groups of people and they take them to these other spaces where the plays happen, these 3 minutes plays. 9 playwrights that have worked with the Lark for a long time have written these 3 minutes plays, and then they will present them with the actors. And you are here, and you will see different events that happen here in the space, and you will be able to witness with us what's going on with the Lark grand opening. Follow us on Twitter on the hashtag LarkGo. Go on Facebook, click the button. It's this virtual arts ovation TV that is live streaming this event, and we are really happy to have you with us. I hope that by now you tell your friends to click the buttons, go on Facebook, go to the Lark, and be with us at this event. You know, you can be wherever, in Chicago, in Atlanta, Arizona friends. I hope you are watching us. And of course, people in Europe, in Mexico, be with us today. This online live streaming is amazing, you know. I used to work in TV back in Romania 12 years ago, old times. But now I feel that with these online possibilities, we can really do so much. We can be here together. I can talk to you wherever you are, and we can share an event like this, the Lark's grand opening. I was really excited to be asked to host this big live stream event. It's because I worked so much with the Lark. Lark is my home, you know. I've been here in the US for 11 years now, and when I met John Eisner and I got here at the Lark, I felt the sense of home. And I started to develop my place in English and to be together. Now we'll be taking you to our Twitter messages. Joey will read a few of your comments.
We're just so excited that we have so many followers on Twitter tonight, and I see Rihanna Mirza, sorry about the name.
She's an amazing playwright, Rihanna Mirza.
There you go.
She works with the Lark. Yay!
Do you want to read what she's saying?
So cool! I'm eavesdropping on Lark opening prep via live stream. Rihanna, we love you. Rihanna developed her place at the Lark. She has been a fellow here, and she's an amazing playwright. I'm happy that you watch us, Rihanna. I love you.
Let's check out some of the other comments.
Okay, Siracusa, giddy with anticipation. Okay, what
My
is
dear old
anticipate? It's a
nursemaid.
great event. Stay with us. You're gonna have fun, I bet. Then, waiting for the opening. It's happening.
We're almost there.
Starting.
So get ready. We're going to see some fabulous plays by a lot of people, and I think we're almost there.